I think it's almost as stupid as saying Hindi is Hindu and Urdu is Muslim. Sahir's poem reminds us of one very important thing. This is not a Muslim monument. This is not a monument to Islam. ये क़ुव्वतुल इस्लाम या ऐसे कोई नाम का कि मॉस्क नहीं है, ये कोई इस्लामिक बिल्डिंग नहीं है. हाँ, इसकी एस्थेटिक्स ज़रूर ऐसी हैं जिसको आप लूजली स्पीकिंग कह सकते हैं इस्लामिक आर्किटेक्चर, जबकि उसमें भी लोगों को एतराज़ है कि इस्लामिक आर्किटेक्चर क्या चीज़ होती है. क्लियरली ये एक मौसोलियम है, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है. इससे जुड़ा हुआ एक मस्जिद है जो अक्सर हुआ करती थी नमाज जनाजा के लिए. सो दैट वाज अ फ्यूनररी मॉस्क. सो आई थिंक इट्स एंटीसीडेंट्स सीम क्लियर इनफ. But as for Sahir's poem, it's important because it tells us that this is actually a monument built by people. It may very well be a reflection of an emperor's love for his empress, but it was built by ordinary people. It was built by common people. So Sahir, when he says, Taj tere liye ek mazar-e ulfati sahi, for you, he's telling his beloved, for you it may well be a manifestation of love. तुझको इस वादी रंगीन से अक़ीदत ही सही, मेरे महबूब कहीं और मिलाकर मुझसे. So you may be attached to it. You may think, he's telling the beloved, you may think it's a beautiful romantic setting, and the garden tomb, the funeral chamber, the whole setting, the ambience, Jamna ke kinara and all of that. So for you it may be a very romantic setting, but I would much rather that we meet somewhere else, because this place, with all its opulence, its extravagance, its self-indulgence, for him it seems very showy, it seems very ostentatious, and in a word, it seems very exhibitionist. And that this sort of self-indulgence is only possible by the wealthy. There is no mention of religion. Much of the Urdu poetry that I was able to find, in fact, I came across this slender volume of poems on the Taj, which somebody has collected, good, bad, indifferent, all kinds of poetry on the Taj Mahal. And in most of them, there seems to be no religious framework. Nobody is saying that this is a monument dedicated to Islam. It isn't, you see. So even though it is regarded as a monument to love, there have been these progressive poets, Sahir being one of them, Kaifi being the other, who even dispute that, who are saying, no, it's not a monument to love, it's a monument of the people, for the people. Dost, main dekh chuka Taj Mahal, वापस चल, मरमरी मरमरी फूलों से उबलता हीरा. Flowers that are made and carved in alabaster seem to be boiling. So it isn't the conventional imagery that you associate, it isn't, he's not taken in by its beauty. He finds it cold, he finds it, and in fact he goes on to use some very gory expressions. The gumbad, the mosque that people have raved about, it reminds him of skulls bursting in the heat. So it's all very vivid, very gory, but at the same time pretty blood-curdling imagery. वो जो रास्तों पे पड़े रहते हैं लाशों की तरह. So he's talking about the homeless, the poor, the disenfranchised, the marginalized. So in Kaifi's worldview, the Taj is emblematic of all of the poor people to whom Sahir also alludes. तुम्हारे और मेरे अजदाद का खून. Yours and mine ancestors' blood has really created this. And neither Kaifi nor Sahir is saying कि तुम्हारे और हमारे अजदाद हिंदू थे या मुसलमान थे. None of these poets are making any reference to religion. Kaifi and Sahir are drawing our attention to that those craftsmen, those people who worked on these, the master craftsmen who worked on these monuments, आज उनकी कब्रों पे कोई कंदील जलाने वाला भी नहीं है. They are unsung, unnamed. No one is there to so much as put a candle on their graves. And yet we have this splendid monument to love, to whom thousands and thousands of people throng to daily. But what of those who actually made this? Almost as stupid as saying Hindi is Hindu and Urdu is Muslim. Languages, monuments don't have religion. I mean, this is heritage more than a building itself, and a heritage cannot be linked to religion, I think. Ye kehna ke, I believe somebody has said that this is not emblematic of our Sanskriti, of our culture. So our Sanskriti is not monochromatic, our Sanskriti is not unidimensional, our Sanskriti is not only of one religion. In fact, Sanskriti and religion are two different things. Civilization and religion are two separate things. I think our Sanskriti is a mili-juli Sanskriti, is a mili-juli Sabhyata. I prefer the word Sabhyata to Sanskriti in many ways because it talks of civilization, and civilization is such an all-encompassing word. It takes in literature, heritage, culture, a way of life.